What's up, everybody? Man, I'm so excited for tonight. I missed y'all last week. Ellen and I, we took a trip up. I had to go meet one of my vendors. So we went up to Cherokee, North Carolina, went to dinner, had a good dinner up there, and it was going to be hard for us to do the show. But I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I've enjoyed seeing all the pictures of everything y'all been cooking. I do know that we have been selling a ton of stuff, y'all. So thank you so much for all y'all done. We were on vacation to Hilton Head, came back from Hilton Head to a bunch of orders. So thank you so much. It's not too late to get on the Cyber Monday. I don't know the code I don't know what it is. It's on the website. I'm sure. Look it up. Ellen will put it on there for us. Maybe free. It's $9.99 off. Free shipping. Whatever. What's going on, Matt? What's up, Paul? Hope y'all are all doing well. But guys, I tell you what an incredible week it's been. I tell you what, if you're not thankful for things, you need to sit back and evaluate and look back and just be grateful for all the wonderful things there are to be thankful for. This time of year, it's just an incredible time to sit back and observe what's going on in your life and be thankful for all that's happened. I know barbecue season is winding down. Looking back and being thankful for a barbecue. I tell you what, this whole barbecue world, Gary, I have been running, trying to get everywhere I go. Wow. What's up, buddy? All the way from Maui. Yeah, that is awesome. Good for you. Turn the heat on. Now, I tell you what, I got me a new vest and I'm really digging it. It will come off in a little bit. But anyway, thanks again for all y'all have done. Couple things I want to talk about. Like I said, go ahead and get that Cyber Monday. You got a couple more hours to get those orders in for basically free delivery, $9.99 off your order. And while you are on the website, if you will scroll down on the website, there is a block or whatever for signing up if you are interested in being a sponsor team for ABS in 2022. We are changing up all of our sponsorships. So go ahead, sign up. There is a link on the website for 2022 sponsorship teams. Go ahead and jump on that right now. See if you can't get it in. We are going to make our decision for that moving forward. I believe sometime in December, Ellen has said, because it will go live January 1st. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing what all is going to be in store for next year, 2022. Looks to be an incredible year for barbecue, for ABS, just all kinds of different things going on out there. I believe that it's just going to be incredible. And we would love to be part of it. So send in your application and let's get started for 2022. But the main thing with sponsorships comes with $10,000 cash on the seasoning sauces. Golly, I wish we could do that, guys. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are some of the best people in the world. And Wes Garrett is, he is, if there is a guy out there that deserves all of that, I'm not sure it's him. But he is a great guy, and he's doing wonderful things for barbecue out there in Mississippi. Anyway, do better. Chris, it's tough, man. It is tough out there with all you studs out there. We're just trying to do the best we can. And if all we can do is do better. So, but anyway, we have been very blessed with the barbecue store, Ellen and I, and y'all all heard us talk about the Jarvis Foundation. We're trying to work on that, trying to get it going for our contest. Our contest was taken down this year, but that's okay. We're moving forward, but we are going to have a class, and all the proceeds are going to be benefiting the Jarvis Foundation, and we have got some wonderful things we're looking to do. It will be for the contest that we are going to be putting on, and also for some other nonprofits locally. Thank you, Greg, for the new website. Yeah, we love our new website, and our social media girl, Jamie, is doing incredible. If you haven't checked out our website, go check it out. Let us know what you think. I don't like the front page of that little meat just falling over. We're working on that. That will be going soon. I'm trying to get some good pictures for that. But I did got me a rec tech today. Quite excited about that. Hopefully it'll be coming in soon. But talking about the class, if you go online on our website, you will notice there is a link to sign up for the class. It is called the ABS Classic Class. How original, right? The barbecue contest is going to be called the ABS Classic. So I was, Josh, we're working on the big news, buddy. We're working on it, trying to get there. But there is a sign up for the class online. We are going to limit the amount of teams or the amount of people that can come on. And it is going to be an absolute phenomenal class. We are very excited about it. We're excited to see what's going to happen. We do know that it's going to be incredible. It's going to be a great, intimate little area. It's at if anybody knows Wicked Q, Jeff Campbell, he has a little store here locally in right outside of Athens, Georgia. We're going to be hosting it there at Farm 441. And it's going to be awesome. And tonight I'm going to bring in 2 of the 4 instructors that are going to be instructing at our class. And it is, I mean, Ellen and I are so honored and blessed that we have people that are willing to come on and help us in this. And, we feel like it's going to be the best class there is. Chris Schaefer, I'm sure your class is going to do awesome. I know you got one more spot. If anybody's looking for one more spot in the Missouri area, go get in touch with Chris and get in that class. But tell you what, I've talked enough. Y'all don't want to hear me talking. So I'm going to bring on 2 of my good friends, 2 of the best cooks I know, 2 out of the 4 instructors that are teaching our class. These are the 2 pork guys. So I've got the rib guy coming on and the pork guy coming on. And I will start with my main man, Lee Hickle. How you doing, Lee?
Doing good, Brian. Hello, everybody.
Good to see you. Straight out of Texas tonight. I tell you what, you are all over the place doing incredible things. Just so honored to have you come on tonight and looking forward to a good discussion. And we're just going to shoot the bull tonight. It's going to be great. Then my other good buddy who loves to get after me and have a good time. I love it. My man, Wes Garrett.
Hey, good evening, everyone. And Chris, if you've got that extra spot left, we were planning on coming up, taking it, and then take the notes to this class. So just save that. That way we can cascade it out.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
Oh, I love it. I love the opportunity to give you guys a great, and Kerry Chastina's on. Kerry was supposed to be, we had him in our lineup. You've heard me talk about Hold Your Horses coming on and doing the class. He unfortunately has signed up for a contest. And he's not going to be able to teach the class. We hate that.
You suck, Kerry. You suck.
Yeah. So now Lee is coming in and helping.
No, I'm just kidding, Kerry.
People may listen to you. That's right. Yeah. If Wes Garrett comes in there with some much anticipated notes, he would be the star.
Absolutely. We'll water Chris's class down tremendously.
That's right. And we all know Wes Garrett is the reason everybody is coming to this class.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
That's what it is. I think I'm there to clean up after everything is done, but I'm okay with that. I'm planning on picking up some things from Lee, and I won't even announce the other 2, but we'll save that for later.
Yeah, and the other two is going to be Robert and Lex with Smoke Me Silly, and Paul and Lynn with Rooters and Tutors. So we have got what we feel is a dynamite class. The date of the class is January 7th and 8th, I think, is a Friday and Saturday.
Correct.
It is going to be, we're limiting it to 20 people. So the cost will be $600. And you are going to get 4 of the best cooks in the country talking about barbecue. We need to get Wes a real bulldog shirt. Hey, Mississippi State.
Come on now.
Wes has come for that $10,000 instructor bonus and a rec tech. I tell you what, Wes is always hitting every angle he can, Greg. I tell you what, you need to,
I'll take all the free stuff I can get. If you got any old ones you want to send Greg, I'll gladly take them.
Awesome. And Lee, we talked about it. You are going to be cooking on a pellet grill.
I am. Yeah. I mean, I do carry a pellet cooker with me on the barbecue circuit. And a few times I have cooked my ribs and brisket and my pork butt on the Traeger. I usually cook my chicken on it, but I'm no stranger to using a pellet cooker for the pork.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, pellet grills are taking off. They're all good. I saw some kind of comment, or I don't know what site I was on, but it was asking what kind of cookers are winning these days. And pellet grills are really taking off. I mean, there's something that's out there that are doing wonderful things.
Absolutely. You see a ton of them. Obviously, the drums and really anything you can cook on and you get proficient with. I say stick with it. It seems like more of this fad stuff. If you guys have noticed, they see one person win, they automatically jump and go buy this. Just get good with what you feel like you can do well with, and I don't see you not having a chance to win one down the road.
Yeah. So Brian, the reason why I'm not bringing my pit is because I live in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I'm flying in, so it'd be kind of hard to cargo my barbecue pit on the back of an airplane.
There you go.
So.
And you know what?
Right.
I mean, if anybody knows Jeff, he's got all kinds of smokers available. He's got a steel burner. He's got an old hickory. He's got this. He's got that. Here's my take. Until they start giving awards for fire management, I'm using my rec text. There you go, Aaron. I like it.
Perfect.
Leo, you wearing new glasses tonight is the question.
Yeah, they're different than I was wearing on last week. So I forgot my cheaters. So these are actually prescription glasses, and I can tell that they're no longer good because they're trifocals, and really right there I can see, there I can't. So they are different glasses, right? Yeah.
Did we just say trifocals?
I
didn't even know they meant
that. Yeah, I can't.
I think
it's
we
hard
just
to see.
Trifocals.
I'm teasing.
No, you'll get there.
He's the new professor. Robert's been moved out. He's got the professor glasses on. His teaching glasses. It'll be good.
That's right. And if you notice, this is all for the show tonight. I grew a beard out for this show. I've got the gray going like Brian, so I think he uses some beard stuff in yours. I don't.
Yeah.
Right.
Got a lot of gray. So, all right. So the reason I was late jumping down, Ellen was working on the link for the website, and Chad Warner says the class link isn't working. Let me text Ellen. So y'all, if you don't mind, Wes and Lee, I know you said y'all wanted to be all three of us be in charge tonight. So Lee, why don't you go ahead and take over the show, and I'll text Ellen.
Yeah, so I was honored. Brian contacted me a few weeks ago asking if I'd be able to come down. Actually, he said, if you can't, I understand because you live one time zone away, 1,100 miles. And, I mean, truthfully, Ellen and Brian and his family, we've become pretty good friends, not just business workers, but just close family friends. So I'm honored and privileged they reached out to me to come over there and teach a class. And Carrie, I was just kidding about you backing out. You got priorities. So that's probably why I think Brian called me. And just to help the Jarvis Foundation, I've got nothing going on that weekend. I'm not going to cook anywhere until January 16th, the weekend after. I'll be cooking in Louisiana, Barbecue Alliance Association. So I had nothing going on. So, and I feel like Brian reached out to me. Maybe I've kind of earned the pork category to teach. I did finish third in KCBS overall 2021 cooking season. So thank you for reaching out to me. So I'll be teaching pork.
Nice.
It's going to be exciting.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, look, let's just be honest with you. Robert called in a favor, and after I think 4 people backed out, so I'm filling in for whoever those were, and me knowing Robert would smoke me silly, I think got me in that 4th slot. So very honored, and I appreciate. No, we again, we've got to know Brian and Ellen, and it is an honor. I'm just going to have to reciprocate what you stated as well, Lee. It's great people, what they're trying to do, and continue to have this format for all of us to come on and talk about the hobby that we all love to do. So it was an honor to be able to go over there, and we don't cook as much as some of the the top teams in the country. We just, with my work kind of limited one-man show where we go. I mean, I would love to cook 30, 40 times a year. I just can't. But we've had a pretty good year in ribs. We got on a hot streak, and then we had a little bit of burnout. And most people say, well, you only cook, 17 times. Well, for us, that'll kind of get to me, until we really start growing and stretching that out and cooking every weekend. But yeah, we had a good year in some ribs and some pork, and just want to come over and share that and have some good fellowship and meet more people. And that's what it's all about, just kind of expanding your friendship in this sport that we love, as I stated, and learn some things, teach some things, and just have a great weekend.
That's awesome. The link just needs to be open for the public. It's still only owner. All right, thanks, Brent. All right,
good info.
Let me talk to Ellen again. My goal is to have this ready by the time we're done tonight. So Fred Robles, how you doing, bud? Hope you're doing really well. Yeah, Lee has got the
going on, Fred.
November going on.
Fred.
We're all
That's it. No shave November. I think it looks like all the great cooks have beards, so I've been lacking in that department. So I'm going to go ahead and, like Fred, he's got a good-looking beard. Joe Pierce got a beard. Brad, I think the only one that doesn't have a beard is like Johnny Trigg.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else has some good facial hair.
Well, it don't even have to be great facial hair. It just has to have facial hair. I'm not going to facial hair. I've seen some pretty scraggly bears out there in the circuit. They do pretty well.
Right.
Maybe you need to grow it out.
Well, you need to try that. Let's see. By the time
I just shaved today, man. I'm trying to blaze my own path over here.
There you go.
All right. Let me email Ellen again. We're working on this.
So, Lee, do you mind, since we're sharing the show, do you mind if I ask Lee a question here? Because I have seen, your rig. We've cooked some contests together. But what did you start on cooking-wise? What have you changed to? What do you prefer? Or are you thinking of staying what you're on, or are you going to kind of move to something else? Kind of give us an update on, I guess, your preferred method.
Yeah, Wes, good call. Good question. I'm on round 3 right now. So during this transition, during this month and a half break, I'm going to go to another setup. So I'm in my 4th year of cooking. And so I started off with a bumper pull pit made by Pits by JJ.
Okay.
It's a 20-inch cooking chamber, 5-foot long double door. And then on the other side was a charcoal grill with a wood basket and a vertical smoker. So I ran that my first year. Well, not even first year, almost my first year. And then Hurricane Harvey came August 25th of 17. So I just kind of quit cooking because I lost, my house and my business. So I just quit cooking. And then during that transition, I bought a pit maker. It's a stick burner, not a bumper pull. You actually have to put it in the back of a trailer.
Right.
So I put that in the back of a 16-foot cargo trailer, and I put the oversized tires on it, little 23-inch oversized golf cart, all-terrain tires. Because when you pull it out of the trailer, you don't want it to be stuck in the dirt with those small little casters it comes with. And, the very first time I sparked it up, I got a grand champion, 41 teams, and I won. And that qualified me to go to the American Royal in 2018. So, I ran that all the way up until the Invitational, which was just, 2 weeks ago up in Oklahoma. I did transition to a 30-foot concession trailer, which I retrofitted into a shower, toilet, bunk beds, television. So that's everybody's seen it. It's a lime green barbecue trailer, and it definitely stands out.
Can't miss it.
Can't miss it. Matter of fact, next week it'll be going to Houston with a new owner. I did buy a 34-foot gooseneck. Originally it was Jackie Price's, and then Noel K bought it from Jackie, and then I just bought it from Noel 2 weeks ago. I came back from Oklahoma from Shawnee on Monday, then I left Tuesday morning for North Carolina, and I picked it up. And then when I was in Shelby, I drove over to Myrtle Beach to Jason Singletary's place, and I bought his safe, Pitmaker safe, little cabinet upright thing. So I'm going to run that. I'm outfitting this barbecue trailer I'm building a stand right now to hold the safe, and I'm going to run that, and I'm going to run my Traeger for this
Nice.
2022 cooking season.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think it's helping, me to be a better pit master on different barbecue rigs, not just stick on one particular kind. So I've gone from the non-insulated stick burner. I've cooked on drums. I've cooked on the old Smoky. Matter of fact, the old $64 old Smoky from Academy in 2019. I cooked my chicken on it, the World Food, and got #1 chicken on
Wow.
the old Smoky. Yeah. So I'm going to take the old Smoky just in case for backup if the Traeger isn't working for the flavor I want
Yeah.
for my chicken. But I'm going to go the pit maker safe and the pellet cooker this 2022 season in my new to me 34-foot gooseneck.
Well, look,
And
I've
because
seen that.
of that
That's
goose,
beautiful.
I had to buy a new truck. So I no longer own the biggest truck in barbecue. So that's been sold already. So now I look like everybody else, which is okay with me.
Wow.
So the question has been asked over and over and over again, and this
These
is something
comments are great.
this is something we discussed, Lee. Right? Like we knew this was coming out, and Lee, what
I
time is
can't
your meet normally done? This doesn't have anything to do with the class, but what time is your meet normally done?
right after barbecue church, so about 7 o'clock.
Yeah, done. I didn't say put on. I didn't
Done.
say anything
In the
else.
Cambro, ready to
In the
go.
Cambro, done, ready to serve, ready to turn in.
It's
So the
ready.
question has been,
Right.
what time do you have to show up to see Lee? Lee doesn't know how to function unless it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So he's already said that he would wait for us and do the class on a timeline where we can all be there to function and pay attention. So he is going to go
Right.
over his timelines, but no, it's not going to be a big thing like that.
Right. We'll be there with everybody else. We're just going to go with my timelines. Your timelines will work, but I'm going to tell you what I do.
Exactly. And it is going to be so cool. It's one of those things. I put my meat on after I get back from Cook's Church. The meat goes on. Lee is going back in to take everything off the smoker and put it in the Cambro. And it is so cool. And I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't be saying any of this. But, it is.
You're good. You're good.
Um,
Keep in mind, I can't see any comments. I just see Wes and
Really?
you. So whatever.
Oh, the comments
Right.
are gold. That makes the show. I hate you can't see them.
They do. It's a lot of people. Chris Schaefer said all of Lee's meat is done before I wake up. But see, Lee Schaefer there, I don't think he got up till 8 or 9 o'clock the other day, and
He still lets his meat rest an hour, I believe.
Yeah, he's killing it. I tell you what, I have said all along, Chris Schaefer he is on fire. If anybody is on fire this last quarter of the year or whatever you want to call it, the dude was killing it.
He's
that white
definitely
label.
the next man up. As soon as Brad, praise God, he retires, he's definitely one of the next men up.
Hey, that brings up a good conversation there too, Wes. And you're on to something there. Yeah, I think Chris would be the #1 cook because he's a hell of a cook.
Yep.
But if Brad, since Boomerang's not cooking, if Brad doesn't cook, if Joe doesn't cook, Travis Clark doesn't cook, and if we can keep Fred real low away also on the KCBS, that's 5 great cooks.
Yep.
Think of how many teams that are almost there could actually move up in the top 10, top 5 with those guys not cooking. They're a dominant team. So
absolutely.
If I get, you can't beat those guys. Those guys are good. No. And if I catch any wind of honesty from any of those guys that they're not going to chase points, I'll go at it again.
There you go.
Right. I'll go back at it again. Otherwise, I'm not gonna blow that much money again, knowing that I don't have a chance. In top 5 or nothing. Those guys are just too good. They're good.
As soon as you try to catch up, they run off 3 GCs in a row, and then you're like, I'm out. So
right.
I'll tell you what, though, if you want to be able to up your game and you want to be able to go after those guys, there's an opportunity coming up in beginning of January. It's a time to get in online. I think we might have got it figured out. We've got a new link going. I don't know if it's on the website or not, but I have a link that works I have no clue how to get it out there to y'all. It's on my phone. Ellen texted it to me.
I was waiting for that thing to pop up. Perfect timing there, Brian.
I'm really, yeah. I do believe there's an opportunity to take this class, and you will be able to up your game, and you will be able to go out there and compete with some of the best. That's what I was going to say. And Chris said, they said, nobody's chasing until you win a handful of comps early. And it's so true. Like, nobody thinks they're going to chase points. And all of a sudden they go out in the first 3 or 4 contests and they grand 2 or 3 of them. And it's like, oh,
you have to.
Now I've got it. You start looking at that KCBS website, the results, and all of a sudden you see your name at the top. And I remember a couple of years ago, it was Aaron Stouffer, Man-Me. He was on fire that first half, and he had to chase because he was up there for so long and had a great year.
And it's addictive too. Every Monday you get on there and you look at it, and as you creep up to the top or you look at it, you do well. Regardless of you'll change plans, you'll cancel stuff to go to the next contest, reroute your everything just to drive like Lee does to the East Coast from Texas just to go compete.
Well, I didn't plan on doing 42 cook-offs. You're right. I saw my name in the rib category in the leaderboard, and I enjoyed seeing my name in the leaderboard on ribs. So I'm like, well, I can't walk away. Let me just keep on doing it. And then 42 cooks later, yeah, it happens.
And you also got to hang out with some of us great people over here on the East Coast. That was part of it, right, Lee?
Right.
I'm kidding. But that is one of the cool things about barbecue is going out and seeing new people, making new friends. Wes, you primarily cook in that Mississippi, that whole area over there, all those states. Where do you like to cook the most, Wes?
As you stated, I stick around, my home state. I wish Louisiana had more KCBS. I used to have a great one in Hammond. I think maybe it's coming back from what I hear. The Tennessee, the Alabama, for some reason, I'm a middle of the pack guy every time I go to Georgia. But I want to get over there and cook more. Arkansas, I stay in that little bubble. My goal next year is to expand that. I definitely want to go cook up more in, Missouri, some Southern Illinois. Just go outside, do some South Carolina, some North Carolina. Travel. Don't know if I want to get into Florida yet, just because I haven't cooked there. I don't know if it's really still like super sweet. Just don't know the profile. But I still need to go just cook my profile and stop worrying about changing it. Since I do cook more in regional, I still go back to what people would tell me. Oh, you go here, you got to do that. And some of the best cooks in the world, they just cook their profile wherever they go, and it'll hit or it doesn't. They may tweak a little, but they don't make wholesale changes. So my goal is just to expand my footprint this year. Maybe not do what Lee did, because I'm not going to cook 40 something. I'm going to bump it into the 20s, but just do something different. Get into Oklahoma maybe once or twice. See where I fall. That's it. So that's the mindset for 2022.
So Lee, you brought up something earlier that I was intrigued by. You said you like cooking on different smokers, so to make you a more all-around pitmaster. I know we've had a conversation before. What are your thoughts on cooking some of the other sanctioning bodies? I know you're in Texas and you have a lot of different options to cook. What are your thoughts on all these different things?
So I did IBCA, International Barbecue Cookers Association, 2019 and 2020, and I was Cook of the Year 2019, runner-up 2020, which is why I transitioned to KCBS. And I really enjoyed KCBS. I like the fast pace. I like the tempo. I like the 4 meats. I like the entire process, 30-minute windows. And then during that time, Fred Robles, they opened up a new cooking society in Texas, Champions Barbecue Alliance. And I was gone on the East Coast, so I have not had a chance to cook in one of these CBA cook-offs, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's the 4 meats, but it's 7 slices of brisket, 7 slices of rib, 1/2 of a chicken, and pork enough pork for 6 judges to eat off of. So you don't really have to do bacon chunks, medallions. You can just, they're using plastic fork and knife. So they're not going to be taking food from the plate onto a score sheet. They're going to reach in the styrofoam box and take a bite of it. I like that concept, right? Especially chicken. I love to cook whole chickens. I did real well in IBCA with whole chickens at the World Food in 2019. I got #1 chicken at the World Food. So I love cooking chicken. My fastest time to cook a chicken, a whole chicken, was 13 minutes from raw to finished in the box, turned in, first place in 13 minutes.
Jeez, you brought a fryer with you, it sounds like.
It sounds like it, but when you cook it at 550 degrees by accident, then you're like screwed. You got to make it happen. So this 2022 cooking season, so I'm going to break it down to where I'm going to cook CBA. I'm also going to cook BCA, Barbecue Alliance Association. Oh, Barbecue Associates. What was it? BCA, Barbecue. I don't know what it stands for. Barbecue Competitors Association. Alliance. Is that what it is in Louisiana? It's pretty bad. I don't even know what the hell it stands for, but I did sign up for the lifetime membership in Louisiana. Think about Louisiana, and some of you guys may not know, in Texas, for it to be a Jack Daniel's qualifier, all of our cook-offs have to have 50 teams or more, or it has to be proclamated. So, which is not very many of them. So for us to have 50 teams at a cook-off and win it, it's rare. So I had a couple bungs this year for the Jack. I didn't get in, so I think the only way to really qualify is get seven bungs. So there's no guarantee on anything, but I think my best chance is going to Louisiana and doing the BCA. So yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Alliance.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't know what the hell it stood for. Appreciate it.
He's just showing up with his pressure cooker and cooking his chicken. Lee, I'm telling you, the comments are gold on this show. I hate you can't see them.
I can't see any of them.
They are absolutely gold.
Schaefer said you're using an Instapot.
If you look at my ceiling, you can get blew up a few times. It's everywhere.
You got that Bill Purvis decoration going on in your trailer.
Got all this going on, I might as well throw out some names. There is Demopolis cooking this weekend in Alabama. If you haven't signed up, it sounds like they're still looking for a couple more teams in Demopolis, Alabama. Go sign up for that. Apparently, Jason Cole, his Smoke on the Shores is up. The application or whatever is up. And there's just a bunch of stuff going on here. So anyway, what's up, Paul? What's up, Jason? How y'all doing? Good to see you. Paul will be on next week. He just doesn't know it yet.
Hey, is Fred Robles still watching? If he is, ask him about. He's paying out $20,000 for a cook-off coming up here shortly as well. And keep in mind, it's 4 meats, so it's nothing strange for KCBS. Only thing different is the chicken. It's going to be 1/2 of a chicken. The brisket and the ribs and the pork butt's the same. So come on out to a CBA cook-off. It's in, I believe, West Texas. You meant to correct. I don't know where it's at. But hey, they're paying $20,000.
You'll find your way there.
You'll find your way there.
Hopefully he is. If he's not, I'm sure he'll come back on a little bit and we can get him on. Yeah, so that is pretty cool. So CBA, BCA, IBCA are some that you're planning on cooking this year. Plus, I'm sure you're going to do some KCBS.
So Texas has IBCA, BCA, CBA, Lone Star, KCBS, about 4 or 5 a year, and now we have an outlaw. So we have 6 different societies that cook in Texas.
It's unreal.
So Outlaw is a brand new society. They were the founding forefathers of IBCA. They branched off and they just started their Outlaw Barbecue Association. Their first cook-off is December 4th and 5th up in the Dallas area. Pen and paper, no computer.
I want to ask this question, and I promise you I'm not trying to stir up anything. I'm not. That's what Wes Garrett does. I don't do that. I just ask questions. All because I would say CBA kind of broke off from IBCA also, correct?
I believe they did.
Well, not necessarily. No.
Not necessarily. Okay. So they
No.
what's the going on? Like, why? What is up with the competition? Is there that many contests available in Texas that they can afford to have 6 different sanctioning bodies?
Yes.
Or okay,
Yes. I think KCBS has a 150-mile radius, right, Brian,
Right.
where you can't have a cook-off. It's not like that in Texas. So sometimes it could bite you in the butt as a promoter because they may be having a cook-off down the street from you.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to realize 150-mile radius in Texas, that would be, I live in Corpus Christi. 120 miles away is San Antonio. That's 2 hours. In that distance, there may be in that radius 6 or 7 cook-offs that I can go to
Gosh.
on any given weekend. Texas is that big. What you can put, 13, 14 states, depending on the East Coast, the, where Massachusetts, New Jersey, Tennessee, all those in our state.
Right.
I mean, we're huge. So not necessarily they're going to hurt each other. It looks like they are looking at the calendar of events to where it's not going to interfere with other cook-offs. So they are being courteous of other promoters.
Yeah.
So, but Texas, guys, it's that big to where we can actually have it. There's enough pie in the state for all of us.
that's awesome. So what I love about Georgia, where we are, we have the GBC, which you didn't know anything about it. You would have been finishing that. You would have done it well then.
Would have been second, right?
Yep, you would have. I ended up being the pork team of the year. I'm not going to say anything else about
Look
it.
out, right.
So anyway, what I love about that is it gives you it's not a sanctioning body. It uses KCBS contests, but it's KCBS contests in the state of Georgia for a whole nother points chase. And I really think that is a great idea. And I know it's happening. A lot of things are happening with that. And I would love to see other states have something similar to that, to where it's easier for you to chase points. And stick in your own state, make it easier for you to go travel, and then you can all of a sudden go get bigger.
Well, look, we know KCBS they broke it down where they broke it down to where if you had less cooks, you still did they award that at the banquet? Obviously, I wasn't there, didn't watch it, or did everybody just look at the Master Series overall? You know what I'm saying? They broke it down to where. Yeah, they were going to award, anybody that did 1 to 5, 6 to 11, 12 to whatever. Did they award those, or do they just kind of forget about that? I really don't know the answers. Maybe somebody can chime in and tell me.
They did mention
that was supposed to help with people that are not doing 40 and 50 contests, and they wanted to kind of compete. So I was just wondering if that worked out.
They did mention it, Wes.
Okay.
Yeah. See, they did. They mentioned it was briefly.
Good.
I'm just reading some of the contest. They did recognize it, but it was briefly. But you know what? If you're cooking 5 times, I mean, that's something that you, in my opinion, go after something that you can find a horse chase that you can go hit. Like I'm cooking, I think I cooked 9 contests this year. 6 of them were in Georgia, so and I was able, or in the GBC. So I was able to go do okay in that. I sucked in every other category, but we did well in pork. So what's up, Lee Epps? How you doing, bud? Good to see you on tonight.
So are you going to be talking some pork to the people there, just on side notes?
If anybody asks me anything, I'll tell them. But I got Lee Hickle there talking pork. Who in the world wants to talk to me about pork?
Actually, you've got Paul and Lee
exactly
there. We more than likely we're gonna interact and throw in some what we do as well.
Yeah, more than likely nobody, Wes, is going to ask me any questions.
Oh, you don't sell yourself short.
So I'm going to be there just as the DJ, kind of like I do on the show. Just sit there and talk and direct everybody. But I am looking forward to it. So we will go, but let me go back to it. We are doing so the announcements that we have, let me go back and recap. Check out Cyber Monday. We got a couple more hours to do free shipping, or $9.99 taking off of shipping for Cyber Monday. We have if you scroll down to the bottom of our website, you will see the the sponsorship place to sign up to be a 2022 sponsor team for Atlanta Barbecue Store. And then we are working on diligently, I think. I don't know if Ellen is or not, but we are working hard on getting this. I'm pulling it up now, see if it works. It doesn't work still.
So what does a sponsored team get?
What does a sponsor team get? A sponsor team. So this year we're going to have different tiers. A sponsor team gets discounts off of products. We will do our best to have them on the show to push them, to push their brand, to push y'all want y'all's 180 talk. And it's our way of trying to get out and push you as a team, and also give you a discount on products. So that is something that we're offering. You get some garb, stuff to wear, and be part of the best group of teams, sponsored teams in the country. I feel like what we offer at Atlanta Barbecue Stores, we have the best teams in the country, part of our arsenal. And not only are they the best cooking teams, we strive to have family-oriented people that are out there trying to push our brand in a good, positive way. So our goal would be to have as many opportunities to come on the show, talk about what you got going on, and discounts on products. But I think for me, it's more of a, it's something that you can feel proud to be a part of. Would be, I guess.
You want to give back, and that's just the way you are. I've known you for a while. You're constantly trying to find a way to kind of give back, keep the barbecue family alive, trying to grow this. I love the fact the way Brian, you're putting on this contest, trying to strive to get that going. That you're going to try to do 2 the next year, right? So I appreciate what you do. Honestly, we joke and kid around all the time, but we need more of this. The sponsorship, the classes, the contests, and may even be looking at putting on an extra one here in Mississippi before you know it. So been kicking that around as well. So just trying to keep it going, man.
I do appreciate it. It's so funny. My kids will be there if y'all want any kids queue help. I'm sure they'll be there.
They're becoming a dynasty, man.
No, Chris. Every category winner at Cumming got a 180 except for the pork winner, and the pork winner did not get a 180. He got a 170. That was it. So yes, the kids queue got 180s. The chicken, ribs, and brisket guy got 180, and no, I did not. So thank you, Paul, for explaining to him that it was my kids getting the 180, not this guy. Too funny.
That elusive 180 pin.
It was so funny. Rusty was sitting there, and because my kids got a perfect for their category for whatever, and Rusty asked them, Cole, Micah, has your dad ever got a perfect?
Oh, God.
And I'm like, I've never got a 180, much less a perfect 180. So it's kind of funny.
You teetered around it. You just haven't punched your ticket yet. It's going to happen.
Chris, I love it. We are using that white label. We're trying it out. Maybe it's something that we can do. Yeah, Jason, brisket with 180. But anyway,
good stuff.
One day I can be like y'all. Lee, how many 180s do you have?
A few. So I don't know. This year I picked up 2 Grand 5 reserves. So I'm happy with that. I got a few 180s.
How many 180s did you pick up this year?
This year?
Yeah.
Just one. Had one last year. Finally hit the 700. I've teetered around the 700 club forever. A bunch of 699s. And when I say a bunch, I mean like 3. But I finally punched my ticket on the 700 club, so I was happy about that. And it's just low scoring in Mississippi, it seems like. So that's our excuse here anyway. But it's definitely getting better. So was proud of that.
That's awesome. It's really impressive. I love seeing it. I love seeing the barbecue grow. I love seeing there's so much information out there to get informed. And I don't want to say there's not an excuse, but classes like what we're offering in the beginning of January, I mean, you're not going to find something better. I mean,
That's true, Chris. They do not, but they need to. That would be great if they somehow had a special sticker for that $6.99.
$6.99.96.
That's right.
It's close enough, Chris. You might as well.
It really is. We can round up. But Brian, don't you think? And I know your answer on this because we've spoken. Everyone, if you're serious about barbecue and competing, you don't want to just waste your money. Pick a class. You need to do one class a year. I don't care if you're Lee. I don't care, who you are. You need to do it. I mean, I've spoken with Brad multiple times, and he's even said, "Hey, I take classes," where he did. You need to find out what the new trends are. Stay on top of it. You may not take anything, but it may be something. You pick one small thing. You have to take one, and there are some great classes out there. I mean, Brian's already gone over the night. You got Chris's, you got Fred's. I don't know if his came out yet. You got Fergalicious. You got all these great classes. You're going to have the Atlanta Barbecue Store is having. You're going to have 4 people there, 5 people with Brian that we're going to be able to talk, go over, to share notes. You've got to stay on top of this, and if you're not, you're falling behind.
It's funny you say that. I had a conversation this morning with one of my good friends, Scott Parr. We were talking about taking classes, and you got to take classes because you got to stay up with what's going on. I think. I mean, you're going to learn something if you're not taking a class. And there's 25 teams at the next contest you're cooking. Yeah. 20 of them probably took a class over the
right.
And it keeps you in it. And nowadays, I mean, we're offering $600. That seems to be, I mean, it's not much money when you're looking at what you're going to get and what you're going to learn coming out of that.
And especially with the prices of some of these classes that have you seen they're skyrocketed, and rightfully so. I mean, you're getting great content, but
yes.
I've met too many people that have kind of letting their ego get to them. They're like, well, I don't need a class. I'm going to look. I'm not saying they can't do well, but that earn while you learn program, it really doesn't work the way you think. It'll cost you money. So I say sign up for one class. And I just saw Chris mention he's taking Kelly's class. I mean, this is a 2-time world champion. This guy's still taking classes. I mean, I can admire that. And that's what keeps you on top.
Yeah. I mean, and then I don't know. We're just excited that we're able to do something to give back. So Jason Cole, I know you know about it. We're having a class here January 7th and 8th here near Athens, Georgia. We got 4 instructors coming in, teaching them meat, one category. And we'll go from there. It will be $600. Ellen, we thought we had the link posted, and we're still working on it. She is trying. I'm sure she's waiting on me to get done with this broadcast so she can get on the computer and fix it. But go ahead. Like I said, we're going to take 20 teams or 20 people. 20 people coming in, $600 a person. First 20 people that sign up, get the money in. Right now, the best way to do it is, Ellen, once you fill out the form,
Chris, please.
You can. We will send you a way to pay for the class. So that is something that we're looking forward to. I can't wait. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. And next week's show, I'm going to have Robert Van Ripe with Smoke Me Silly and Paul Keltner with Rooters and Shooters on, and we're going to talk like this next week and just I'm getting excited about the class. We got everything finalized this week and go from there. So I tell you what, are y'all excited, Lee and Wes? I know you.
No, the conversations alone out there, you know how we all are when we get around each other. The conversations alone are worth the class. But I mean, again, picking everyone's brain, just because we're cooking a particular protein for everybody. Doesn't mean Lee mentioned it. We're not going to talk, about what we do over here, and just having that camaraderie. It's going to be awesome. I'm very excited for it. I'm going to be picking their brains for sure. Trust me. We're going to be taking a lot of notes.
I mean, hey, whatever. And I've told all of them, thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this. I'm just honored to be a part of y'all being a part of what we have going on, because, it means a lot to Ellen and I that people will take time out of their schedule.
Do I get the longest travel trophy?
Yes.
I should, right?
You do. I mean, I can't wait. Chris, we haven't. We were doing 600 for everyone. I don't know. We'll see what happens on that. See what kind of debate.
What was Chris's question?
Is there a teammate or spouse rate or $600 for everyone? I was thinking.
I think you just set it at 20 people, no matter what, and it's $600 a person, right?
That's kind of where I'm looking right now. So, because we have a limited space, limited everything else. Chris will be heckling Wes all the time, no matter what. And I don't know where this West thing came from, Wes. So
God. Don't even get me started on that. There's not a Starbucks in the lower 48 that can write Wes. They always add a T. Drives me crazy. It's going to be fun, though. It's going to be very informative. And, again, the conversation alone is worth the price to come over. I've spoken with all these guys, and just I've learned so much just talking to them, and Paul and Robert, and you're going to pick up a lot.
It's going to be awesome. So, Lee, I was at my favorite Mexican restaurant the other day, and they have that drink that you always order.
Oh, the horchata.
Horchata. And I came, somebody ordered it, and I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know they had that here. It made me think of you. It was every time we go to a Mexican restaurant, Lee is always trying to teach me on what I need to order or what I need to get. And that was you have never nailed it in. You always screw up your dinner. Your order is always wrong. You need to look at me whenever I order. I live in South Texas. Brian would order he thought was something good. I'd order what I know is good. And then his looks like quacha, which is shit, right? His looks like junk. Doesn't even look good. Mine looks like $1 million Mexican meal. He's like, you son of a gun, man. Your food is always good. I'm like, hey, man, I'm just a high yellow Mexican. You can't tell. That's what
so.
But now I go,
like,
whatever he had, I'll take the same thing. That's kind of where
right.
Or I'll ask him, I'll be like, Lee, what do I need to get? And he has never steered me the wrong way. So it's awesome.
That's good.
Right. Good for you.
Anyway, does anybody else have any questions?
Speaking of dinner, are you going to do a dinner on the cook-off night? I'm sorry, on the class night? Is there something going on? Food fellowship?
Can we just all go to a Mexican restaurant?
Order horchata?
Ellen and I are talking about this. We're in talks. I believe we're going to have people come over to the house Friday night and have dinner at the house and hang out and get to know us. So
what you do is have Chris come down with his white label, black label, and be our honorary chef and cook us steaks.
There you go.
Hey, that's not a bad. He's still got to pay $600 though. But I mean,
$600.
There's only 20 spots.
And the plane ticket.
Buddy. If you come cook steaks,
$550, and he can come down and cook for us. How about that?
That's right.
I'll tell you what, guys. This is the kind of stuff that I love. I'll make dinner. This is what Paul. It's right here. It's very good tonight. I tell you what, this is what makes barbecue so special to Ellen and I. Right. The friends and the camaraderie that comes out of it. And we are really looking forward to being able to do some wonderful things in our community. Thanks to Lee and Wes and Paul and Robert, what they're able to do for us, enabling us to do this class is just, we're so grateful and thankful for all that y'all do. So anyway, if anybody else has any questions.
I want to ask you, do we still, I mean, I know, is it still in limbo about the actual contest? Have you honed in on anything? Maybe we can update everybody, or maybe I shouldn't have asked a question. I know there's a lot of people that are excited about doing that contest.
I'm really, I'll be honest with you. It's bummed me out that I can't do the contest in April. We've got a site. We're going to go back to Cumming most likely. I've got to get in touch with the city of Cumming to find out the best time, because I don't want to Lee has been, if anybody knows, y'all have heard me talk about it. Lee has been instrumental in helping me put this the contest on, and giving me more advice than I could ever ask for, and more encouragement. And it's something that it's like, we don't want to just throw something together and have it not be any good. It's something that we want to spend time on and make sure it's something that goes well and does good things. So I just don't want to just throw something together and have it be just a contest. We're really trying to make an event out of it. And so as of right now, it's looking like the spring of 2023.
Why don't you do a spring break down here in Corpus Christi in Texas? Bring KCBS to Texas. Do it during the kids' spring break. Travel on over. Look at our lovely beaches. We have great hill country. We have 4 seasons here in Texas. Spend a day and a half, and hot as hell. Hey, why not? Just drive on over. Spring break kicks off March 19th to the middle of April, and we have plenty of places. We can do Bandera, Fredericksburg. Go look at Burnt Bean Company, Ernest Cervantes' restaurant up in the Seguin area. Austin, Corpus Christi. Everything is 2 hours away from each other. 2 hours from San Antonio, 45 minutes to Seguin, 45 minutes Bandera, Fredericksburg. They're great for full family shopping. We have the rivers that run through there, the creeks. It's all full entertainment. Look, I'll be happy to provide and pay for a space if you can get your cook-off over here in Texas. I will rent the entire facility if you want to have it over here in Texas.
That man just pitched you on live podcast, and there's no way you can turn that down, Brian. I'm sorry. You have to take it to Texas now.
Hey, we are not afraid. We're not afraid to do anything. So it is something that
hell of a pitch, Lee. I'm going to be honest with you.
Thank you.
Hell of a pitch.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've got something fun to talk about, Lee.
So next week, the dates for the Texas cook-off. You're going to haven't had them.
That's right.
Updating. Thank you, Paul. Paul's going to be updating our website.
He said updating the website.
Paul is the one making our website. And I tell you what, that is.
Ask Paul about driving to Texas from Tennessee. He's like, oh, never again.
Texas, here we come. Shoot.
That would be a hell of a location to do it, though.
Because Corpus, that's the one that's right off of. Anyway, that was
you were still making Chris.
Lee gave me a hard time because I didn't know anything about Texas, the geography of
geography.
Texas.
Yeah, he's terrible. Look, we can have it here in Aransas Pass where I live. We're a mile from the Gulf of Mexico. We're 2.5 hours from Mexico. So just bring your passport, go down it safe to Progreso. We're 2 hours from San Antonio, less than 3 hours from Houston, Galveston. We have the beaches. I know you guys have beaches over in the Carolinas and close to your Savannah and whatnot, But hey, it's something we can give, and we have hill country. So, if anything else, why not? Let's look at Texas.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Wow, I'm just happy to be a part of this monumental pitch that Lee just threw that got the first initial Atlanta barbecue store contest to
in
South
Corpus Christi.
Texas. Unbelievable. And this has to happen now. It has to happen.
It has to happen. Paul Kelder said Lynn says it's only 2 inches away on the map.
Which is 1,100 miles.
Oh, man. Wow. I can't wait to go up to talk to Ellen tonight. She's going to be like, how'd the show go? I'm like, well, we're going to Texas. Oh, man.
Hey, you got a place paid for. Why not?
Let's do it. Let's make it happen, Lee. Why not? This is, like I say, Lee has been incredible. He has helped us more than he ever knows. Just
Absolutely.
a great guy. And if you don't know Lee Hickle, man, it would be
You
worth,
haven't tried.
yeah, well, it'd be well worth money just coming to talk to Lee and Wes too. He's a good guy too. He'll make you laugh for sure. But yeah, oh, I love it.
Hey, Lee, you can't see the comments, but
I can't.
everybody's sold on the Texas cook now.
I mean,
Nice.
Hell
Good.
of a job, man.
good job.
Yes, sir.
Jason Hardy wants to know if he can borrow some cans. There you go.
Yeah, got plenty of them.
Good.
Yes, sir.
This
Hop on the airplane.
I think it may be sold out before the end of the show.
Good.
You might have 45 teams signed up.
That's awesome. January.
Oh,
We're not doing it in January. We're doing that in
very true. It needs to be early. We do not want to have some of these guys out there with their shirts off. Not going to happen.
So Brian, so that kind of kicks off what I was saying about coming to Texas. You know, for years I did the Hickle Fest.
Yes.
And that's where I'd bring in 1,000+ people for a one-day event for my birthday party. And I had live bands, music, chili cook-off, washers, horseshoes, ping pong tournament, midget mud wrestling, mechanical bull competition. Just had everything every year going on. So from my experience in the past, I know you can bring in a lot of people and a lot of our area community as well to come in and just family friendly, oriented, just have a good time. I mean, the place I'm thinking of, I mean, there's a huge sports complex, swimming complex right next to the Intercoastal Waterway. The beach is just across the water from the ICW. We have just so much to offer.
So family friendly, it sounds like. It sounds like there's a lot of stuff. Perfect.
Well, we're a resort area where our community, so we're open to all family. Perfect. Absolutely, you know. So I mean, we live in the Gulf Coast, which is family driven.
Yeah, we'll have to have
unreal.
Man,
I'm sold.
I'm in. We're gonna make this happen. Set the date. Guys, be on the lookout next week for a date for our class, right, Lee? I'll be in touch with you the next couple of days, and it's gonna be awesome. Atlanta Hickle Fest.
I do like that.
Atlanta Barbecue School presents Hickle Fest. I like that. There you go. You know, I mean, it'll be and if everything Lee does, he does well. You know, if he went to his last contest in I don't remember which
Shelby.
You know, mariachi band.
I brought in the full mariachi band and the full catering, music and fellowship. I mean, we fed 80 people for my going away party, and that's just what barbecue family is about. Just getting together, and we had such a great time. It was pouring rain, but man, we just had a good time, and it was awesome that we all got together and just fellowshipped and laughed and had a good time.
Awesome.
Well, I think we definitely have to have the midget mud wrestling. That's been one of the things they want. Even the payouts taken care of.
If you've never seen it, it's a hell of a fun time.
No, but that is I'm signing up just to come over for that.
You can also interact.
Well, I don't want to embarrass them, but yeah, I'll get in there with them.
Awesome.
That's good stuff, guys.
Thank y'all so much. Once again, guys, I promise you we will work really, really hard.
I love them.
Really
These
hard
guys
to
are
have
great.
the class signed up. And I apologize. I know Russell Crowe said you already want in. As soon as this stuff comes in, there will be an announcement. I'll get our social media girl on it, Jamie, on it. She's been awesome. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed all of her better posts that you've been able to see and the website. We're really trying hard here. So, but anyway, Lee, anything else you want to leave us with tonight?
No, I just hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Hope everybody traveled safe to and from. You know, we're back to the work week again. Even I have gone back to work. I don't know what it's like, but I've done it now. Yeah, exactly right. I'm a greenhorn. Don't know what's going on. But no, Brian, I appreciate everything you're doing for the Jarvis Foundation. Appreciate you coming on and talking about it. Having Wes and I on tonight. I'm really looking forward to the class January 7th and 8th. And I was honored to be invited from you to do this class, and I'm going to give it my all. And I think it'll be a good class. The interaction with the other 4 cooks, we all have a good bond together, and it's going to be very comical, but serious as well. And we feel that once you take the class, it'll make you a better cook.
Yeah.
It really will. So I appreciate everything you're doing.
Thank you. Wes?
Yep. No, I same thing as Lee. I like to come on here and have a good time. I know we really just wanted to hype the class up, let everybody know what what we're doing, kind of sort of an agenda of what we're going to be breaking out. But it's going to be great. Again, just trying to elevate everyone's game. Have 4 people in there that I feel are very proficient in what they're doing. Ask questions, camaraderie, just kind of build your your barbecue family. And I'm very psyched about it. Very excited. I think this is going to be good for everybody, and try to get some new teams in there, and wherever we can help. It's again, I can't say this enough, Brian. I've told you off the air many a times. I appreciate everything you do of continuing having this one of the longest running barbecue segment podcasts out there. Even on weeks you really don't have time to do it, you continue to do it. It means a lot. It's growing, and people know to tune in. So that's only helping us grow this sport. And it's always going to go up and down, but you've kind of helped make sure that the floor is a little higher on some of those down years. So really appreciate that, and continue to do it. Anything we can help with, man, you never have to ask.
I do appreciate
I
it.
also want to chime in also, being on the East Coast, I was very fortunate enough to have Ellen run the show for your store. And I gave her a call. Matter of fact, Ellen, the entire season, she kept my credit card on file. I never once had to say, don't run it. I'd text her my order, and she would ship it or have it delivered. Wow. With a business like that, that helped me be successful. And really, really from my heart, I appreciate everything that y'all have done to make not just me, but all the cooks out there who are your customers get their products. But I just can't leave out Brian Crawford from the Lone Star Barbecue Store. There are certain things that Ellen doesn't carry, and that they're Texas products. And so I just reach out to Brian Crawford at the Lone Star Barbecue Store, and he would send as well. But to give all my hats off to you guys for what you do day in, day out. You got to sell a lot of bottles to make a living. So,
Ellen does a great
shop local and support the small businesses. Thank you guys.
Well, we do appreciate it. And I give all the credit to Ellen. She runs the store, and she hates being out front. She does not ever want to. She hates it. But she's actually looking forward to the class also, and it was her idea to have everybody come to the house. So
good.
There you go. But anyway, y'all, I hope you have a wonderful night. Everybody be ready for next week on Chewin the BBQ Fat. We'll have Robert and Paul on. It'll be another fun show, and I'm sure you'll see Lee and Wes in the comments keeping it going. So, but anyway, thanks again. Hope you have a wonderful night, and see you next week on Chewin the BBQ Fat.